Okay, there's been something I've been thinking about for like the past couple weeks, and that is exactly that Boruto needs a whole remake. Like, start from ground zero. I know that their series is currently on hiatus, and personally, I feel like forget the one. Ooh, I personally feel like when the series does come back, instead of going the route of simply just starting the next arc, which is the prophecy arc, or finishing the code arc. Personally, I feel like they should do what Dragon Ball Super is doing right now and straight up just remake the whole series from scratch. I'm not even gonna fit to you. Starting, maybe leave Momoshiki out of it. Maybe you don't have to do a Momoshiki arc, but I think every other arc after that is a definite remake. Just out the pure fact of how bad the anime was once it came out and how inconsistent the animation was, the fillers of the series, and just how the series was received altogether. Because let's be honest, once Boruto came out, and after a few years, the hate for Boruto was intense. And it still is even today. I don't think it's as bad. I think the people who hate on it now are just the people who just simply didn't watch nor read the series. Like, I feel like if you ask most people who actually like read or watched Boruto, they would be like, oh no, it's cool. Which it is. Honestly, if we're being honest, I think the premise, if that's the word I'm looking for Boruto, is simply the Boruto fandom, which I'd say I'm definitely a part of. The Boruto fandom overhyped Boruto, but the Boruto haters really like underrate the series. When realistically, it's just like smack dab in the middle. Like, it's a solid, like at max 6 to 7 out of 10 of a series, which is solid. Like, it has its flaws like real the anime does, but it's also has its strengths. And I personally feel like once they do get to, the main arcs, like the prophecy arc and the time skip, it'll definitely shoot through the roofs in popularity, and I think critics and haters will appreciate the series a bit more. It's a sequel series, so obviously it was bound to get hate from the get-go, but I'm not gonna hold you. Studio Period made that hate 10 times worse. I don't know what Studio Period was on when they decided to sit down and drop Boruto. I don't even think it was a year after Naruto finished. It was like at max a few months maybe. Naruto finished and they got straight to Boruto. And at the time, I believe Boruto's manga just also started as well, right after the manga for Naruto completed. Y'all heard that notification go off, didn't you? That's embarrassing. I can't edit that out. You gotta listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing I do about that. Ain't nothing I can do about that right there. Actually, yeah, I can. Let me put this on silent. But that made me lose my whole train of thought. Oh yeah, like even the manga, they quickly went to adapt the manga a little too soon. Personally, I feel like, I think if I can remember, it was like 10 chapters after. They were like 10 chapters in with the manga, and the anime was like, "Up, let's get started." Boruto should have came out in 2020. No, like 2020, 2021 max. That would have given them by 2-3 years. So by that point, they would have probably been like cold arc at that point. That would have been the perfect place to start Boruto. And yes, Boruto should have 100% been a sequel series. I mean, my fault. It is a sequel series. 100% been a dang, I forgot the word now. It should have 100% been a yearly, what the, not a weekly series, but why did I forget the word now? You know what the word I'm looking for. It shouldn't have came out as it should have been a yearly release, something like that. That's the word I'm looking for. I believe. I don't know. That was bad. But yeah, I think that should have been 100% the case, because then they would have so much more to adapt, so much time to animate it. If y'all don't remember, when Kodak was going on, there was so many animators complaining about like the scheduling they had and the time constraints, and Kodak could have been a lot better. And honestly, they did pretty well from what we from the time they had, but they had so much more potential of what it could have been. And that's why I just should believe, like, yo, this whole series needs to start over, start from scratch, like straight up from scratch, like start the whole thing over again, and just literally do what Dragon Ball's doing. As Dragon Ball is now remaking practically all of Super, I've heard. Yeah, do the same thing. Tell them boys to do the same thing. Studio Period, take notes. I think y'all need this. Or maybe Studio Period. I've never seen a lot of debate of people saying that Studio Period should drop Boruto and let another studio pick it up. Look, Studio Period's good when they can be good. It's just when they're bad, they're really bad. Okay, like, yeah, Studio Period has ruined a lot of series. If y'all don't know, Studio Period had Black Clover, which they did pretty good on, but again, had its flaws. Bleach, Naruto, which fillers, you know how Naruto, and I haven't watched Bleach, so I don't know how bad their fillers could be. I'm not too sure. I just know the series is pretty long, but I know Naruto's fillers go stupid, just like Boruto's. I believe they had Tokyo Ghoul. I haven't watched it, but I know it gets a negative rep when it comes to season 2 and on, and how they didn't adapt like the manga stuff, which is the stupidest. I never understand when like anime studios decide to or animation studios just straight up be like, yeah, that source material, scrap that. We can make it better. Brother, no, you can't. You ain't not like that, big dog. I'm so sorry. I hate when studios do that. It makes no sense to me. But yeah, so Stereo Period has a very negative rep at times. And honestly, they're picking up this slack with Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War. I haven't watched it yet. Do I plan to? Who knows? Honestly, I've been telling myself like there's so many shows I keep like putting those on pause, and I need to get back to. Told myself like, look, some of these shows I gotta come back to these at a different time in life. I come back to a different time in life, and other shows I have to get back to sooner. But yeah, basically I just want to ramble here and talk about how low key Boruto to take the Dragon Ball Super route, just completely remake the whole series. That's how I feel about it. Some of y'all think down below in the comments, and have a wonderful blessed day. God bless all y'all. Peace. See ya.